Hey guys, this is the Rad Man. Um, yeah, so I'm finally actually getting to process the last of our material. Um, it took almost 3 hours of just letting this recycler run to recycle all those barrels of material. Now I'm probably just gonna when I recorded this clip, I intend for it to be stuck on to either the start of episode 14 or the end of episode 13. But I'm not sure where I'll stick it yet. And depending on whether I do the start or the finish of an episode, I might also include how long it takes, like, to finish processing all the materials that have accumulated in this chest, because I need to clear these out also before I can start running the machinery again. But that's all. So this will either be the end of the episode or my intro, or the intro of the next episode will start right about now. Oh boy, guys, we have a little bit of trouble. Namely, biomass. Stop glitching. So yeah, my biomass thing, my iron tank full of biomass is full. That was a mouthful. I just said full like 10 times or something. Actually, it was more like 2 or 3. Anyway, so this is episode 14-ish, I think. Yeah. And I'm pretty sure that this machine is finished processing all the materials that it's going to. Because right now, we're just waiting for it to process a little bit of flint, and then we can actually start the quarry again. It's been so long since the quarry was running. And it took about another hour of going AFK for it to process all this. And ink sacks, copper, and crude oil are not part of the sorting yet. Neither is amber, which is why it didn't process any of those. I'm going to have to do something about these cows getting out of the farm, because they're going to drive me to insanity. You're in my way. Amber. Where do we want to stick amber? We'll stick it in blue, I think. Blue with amber. Now, if we do this, it'll finish processing, and then we can actually do something interesting this episode. And I'm leaning more towards like making another iron tank or something and showing you guys how I actually do that than anything else right now. Okay, here we go. Copper's being processed. Why is it not doing the crude oil? I didn't assign it anywhere. We'll just put it in blue again, because I don't think I'm gonna get that much crude oil out of this system. But now the fun can begin, guys. Do you know why? Because all of the chests are empty, all of the material is processed, and to show for it, I have a barrel full of scrap and a lot of scrap. So, first on our agenda is steal all the scrap and put it away, because I don't like it anymore. It's just plain annoying now. So now, with a clear inventory to put scrap into, crap. Well, we're almost done. I need to do copper dust. I forgot about copper dust. Oh my gosh. Green, 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 yes. Now go. Be free. Anyway. So, now, as soon as I put the copper ingot into this thing to be sorted, we can actually start doing stuff this episode. It's going to be so amazing to actually be able to do something. Come on! You're taking too long. Just give me my copper already, please. I want that. That's mine. That's mine. That's mine. Bam. Now the system will work. Okay. So I'm going to show you guys how to turn on my power plant. I made it a lot easier with this version of it. Ba-boom! The power plant is on. And now if we go up, I think we can catch the first bit of material to come into our processing plant. If we watch this pipe. There we go. First piece is gravel. And I can't really tell what all is coming because it is coming insanely fast. But yeah, hopefully that can keep ahead of the quarry. Yeah, it was gravel. And now our machinery can actually run to the full potential, which is processing a lot of material from the quarry really fast. But the nice thing is, where there's only one or two of each material going through at a time, it should work a lot better than it did a while ago. And I'm thinking what I'm going to do actually is remove these other chests and leave only one chest, because I don't want too many paths for the material, or one chest will have a bunch of materials built up inside it and the others will be almost empty. I'm sorry. Haven't gotten over my cold yet, it seems. Crap. There's the pneumatic tube. Shaboom. Shaboom. There we go. Now, if we just put in the princesses, the coal, and all this other stuff. No, it took the ink sacs. Dang it. I didn't want it to take those. But anyway, now all the material will come in here where it can be processed. And yeah, it looks like the sorting system and the processing system is working really, really well now. Because, I mean, look at it. It's just, it makes me proud to see this. And as you can see, I'm going to get that ink sac. Yes, as I was saying, it makes me kind of proud to look at this and know that I built it and that it works. Now, we're trying to get this cobblestone processed, and as you can see, that's being kind of thwarted. But if we wouldn't have had if I wouldn't have had to send almost a half stack of cobblestone into the system because I was breaking these chests, I don't believe it would be jammed right now. But it's not a big jam. The day when this chest gets all completely full, you know you have a bad jam. And the way to get around that is you just leave about an hour in between new quarry locations, so that your quarry can fully process all the your machinery can fully process all the material. And to kind of combat our biomass issue, I'm thinking of making a still. Now, I've decided I don't want to make another power generations video just for the still, and it's easy to make, so I'm not going to make one in this world because I don't have the engines to run it right now. But we're going to just hop over into my creative experimentation world, and as you can see, this is almost working, almost. And we're just going to hop over into my creative world to do a little bit of experimenting, so I will be right back. Hey guys, here we are in my creative world. Now, you're probably wondering, what is all this? I thought that this was the world where you were doing power generation tutorials, and it is. But I figured that I should show you guys the stills in a place where I actually have them doing something. Now the only issue is I don't know if I have enough lava to restart my engines all at once. So we're just going to get a few lava void capsules and steal the buckets and replenish our supply, because I often have to shut this off because just the size of the array that I have here, it burns so much biomass if you turn it on. It's not even funny. So I really probably should have just put a lot of lava or have a continuous pipe to it, but it's fine the way I have it. That's actually probably smarter to do it this way. Okay, ba-boom, 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 ba-boom. Oh, that's actually really fast. Sorry, I'm kind of distracted. Just finishing. I'll just do this side because I don't actually have enough biomass, as you can see, to run the entire array. Now, what these are is these are biogas engines hooked up to our still. Now, they provide the power, and my stills are drained all from the bottom, and I use a specially made redstone array to control all of these simultaneously, which was kind of interesting because I had to incorporate it around this track for a mega wheat farm. So what happens is you flip this lever here, and as you can see, it drains a lot of biomass really quickly. Hopefully these will fill up enough that we can actually do something with them, though, because it would stink if we couldn't. And this much biofuel came out of about 2 million things of biomass, so it does eat quite a lot of biomass to produce biofuel. And then we just have our apple juice tank here. I made a bigger tank, and I'm probably going to have to upscale my tank in my Let's Play, but anyway. So the way you use a still is you place it down, and you give it a source of biomass, and crap, that ran out. So we're not going to be able to do that, because I'm not producing enough biomass currently, because the only tree farm that produces a lot of saplings is so big that it takes a long time to get more. But I think that for the purpose of this video, I will give it some saplings. Oh, look, oak saplings. I'll give it 2 stacks, get us a continuous stream of biomass flowing. And there we go. Now there will be biomass coming up this pipe, as you can see, and it goes into our tank. Now, what happens is, like I said, you put the biomass into your still. What just happened? Oh. Shh, you never saw that. Anyway, so what happens is if I unpower this, these start pumping, and this produces biomass. Now, I'm not going to actually let the engines heat up. Oh, well, never mind, they already did. Whatever. I didn't want to let them heat up, though. But what happens is the still turns biomass into biofuel, which I'm pumping into a tank. And then if we put this into a biogenerator, it runs it a lot. It gives us more energy. So with 1, 2, 3, 4, with 4 biogenerators, all eating biofuel, and it can power who knows how many electrical engines I have, and then that all powers this quarry, which moves at about the speed that I've managed to get with my newer setup, because this setup is kind of a down and dirty one. Now, I just have so much biomass, I'm considering doing this just because there's so much biomass I don't even know what to do with it anymore. I mean, I have seriously, like, almost a full giant iron tank of biomass, so I'm probably going to make at least one still, and I'm going to use biogas engines to power them, just because I need to use biogas. But beware, you can only feed your biogas engines with biomass. I don't think they take biofuel. Oh yeah, because I tried hooking this pipe up to this pipe and cutting off the supply of biomass, and let's just say it backfired. These engines wouldn't run at all. So that's what to keep in mind, and now we're going to hop back into our Let's Play world and do some more stuff. Okay guys, so now that you know the basic operations of a still, I'm going to tell you what my plan is. My plan of attack on this. Oh my gosh. Well, first, we're going to kill this pig. Then second, we're going to make a branch off of this main pipe, this biomass pipe, and we are going to run the biomass pipe into at least 2 stills. I haven't actually decided how many I want, but we're going to have another iron tank somewhere in here that's going to hold biofuel. And then we're going to reroute we're going to cut off this pipe, have it only go to a still, and then we'll have it re-enter with biofuel for the biogenerators. And it's just kind of a cheap way to get around it, but I'm going to do it because I really don't want to have to shut off the biomass production, because then I'm going to run out of biomass and I'll forget to turn it back on until I've run out. And I still have a barrel of saplings left, so it's not like I need the saplings, but I do need the constant supply of charcoal that this tree farm is providing, which kind of leaves me wondering what I should do, because each load, every time this runs one round, it brings like 10 stacks of wood and at least 3 or 4 stacks of saplings. And so yeah, now we are going to actually where did I put my tin and my copper? I don't know where I put my tin and my copper, but I don't want to have to cut the video because that just makes more editing for me. I will find you tin. I just need copper, dang it. The one thing that always somehow manages to... oh, never mind. I was going to say it always manages to thwart me, but then I found it. So, we are going to make 2 stills. And, at the same time, we are also going to need 2 biogas. I almost said biomass. We are also going to need 2 biogas engines, so just a lot more bronze and 2 pistons. Not too insane over the top. So what we're going to do is simply make as much bronze as we can, because we can. So now we are going to make 2 sturdy casings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Kind of got off on my counting there. Now we're going to need 2 gears, 2 wood gears, and we're going to need 8 pieces of cobblestone. Actually, crap, we will need more gears than that, because 2 is per engine. I probably should have just done this off camera, but I'm already recording, so why not? And we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 16. Crap. Shh. Okay. Anyway, so then we just do this and make our gears. Am I gonna have enough bronze? I'm probably gonna have to go find more copper. Yeah, I was like, are those really bronze gears? Just out of curiosity. And then I was like, well, of course they are, because that's the most annoying thing for me. And we almost have enough for something, but at least we got our sturdy casing. So I'm gonna go find more copper, and yeah, I need to go find more copper so we can continue making bronze. So I'll be right back, and I won't get this fully set up, but I will get it somewhat working. So I'll be right back. Okay guys, I'm back. I'm firing up my old plate bending machine. Got some iron plates, and we're going to be bending, or rolling machine I mean. We're going to be making some more iron tank stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and that's enough. Yeah, we're going to be needing to make an iron tank, but before we do that, we're going to need some more pipe waterproof, which comes from either a centrifuge if you're using bees, or if you're not using bees, in my case, well, I'm using a little bit of bees, but the only other way is cactus green. And I don't have that big of a cactus farm, so even this was a pain in the butt to make. Plus, I did fire up my centrifuge, but as you can see, since the engine isn't really heated up yet, it's not running very fast at this point in time. And I'm also going to make some redstone engines, by the way. Oh yeah, I discovered a lava bucket. Let's see. It doesn't say for the biogas engine, but it's like not very much, which is why in my creative world I ran out so fast. I thought it was because I was always starting and stopping the machinery, but it's just that holds almost no amount of actual stuff. I kind of lost my train of thought, but whatever. Probably wasn't that important if I lost it. Yeah, and what I'm doing now is I'm preparing for our little underground distilling. So, what I need is to get 2 wooden transport pipes, which I have in here, right here. And we are going to make them wooden waterproof transport pipes. Yay! And these will be what we will be using to... Wow, that's a lot of bees in one sentence. This will be what we will use to empty out the machinery of the water. Or... water. Oh my gosh, I can't speak straight. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's enough. We also need wooden gears for this project, which is why I am into making so many wooden planks. We need pistons and wood gears for a redstone engine, which is what I'm using. It's kind of ironic because the actual design only uses 1 redstone. Just kind of funny, something I just noticed. So anyway, what do we need to do is get 2 more cobblestone first of all. So now we just put the cobblestone in the crafting table. I forgot the iron again. Need to go get some iron. Sorry, I'm kind of just running around this episode trying to get stuff done. We're kind of against the clock though. We need 2. Oh my gosh. Stop it. Okay. Yeah, we're kind of against the clock because once that tank fills up, I don't know what will happen to the system because it's never done that before because I didn't design the system to have a full tank in it. So I don't know what'll happen if I let it fill the tank up. So we're just going to try and avoid that. So now if I just use wood, you'll see why I have so much wood in just a second, by the way. Found out I will actually need more of these because we're making 4 gears because every engine that I know of takes 2 of some type of gear. I think it's the same, yeah. All engines take some type of gear. And yeah, it's just the way that it works, I guess. Oh, I think I know why it works actually, the way that they designed it. But I won't bore you with those details. Okay, so since our plate bending machine is still, or our rolling machine is still rolling us our plates, we are going to make just a few of them, and we are going to start construction. I will show you how I make an iron tank because we are going to use the largest type of tank for our biofuel. And even though it might be a little bit of overkill, I don't really want this system failing. So we are going to overclock it. Not literally, because there's no way to overclock pipes. But we will do our best with what we have. Okay, so we're not going to turn these on yet. But we can actually turn on these now. Because they both have a little bit of lava in them. Definitely they have biogas. so they now will run. And I'll show you what these 2 redstone are for. I love shut-off systems because it's easy to make and it ensures that you won't have a system go haywire because you're not watching it. So I like to make shut-off switches, but I don't think we'll be using this one very often because it takes us still a long time to make any biofuel. So unless I really screwed up how long it'll take to actually do this, we'll be fine. Okay, I thought I broke the tank, and I was gonna be like, are you serious right now? I don't know why I put that there. I'm gonna need to break it again in a second anyway. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So anyway, what we do is we make a 7x7, obviously, because this is the biggest iron tank. Ooh, iron. So, after you have your 7x7, what I would have done before I actually made the 7x7 though is I would have hollowed out a 1 block tall, 1 block tall in the ceiling, directly above all the corners. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then you just do this and this, and everywhere that I've hollowed out so far, except for this inner ring, well, most of it needs these iron tank walls, because for stability's purposes, you have to have all the outside edges be iron tank wall. There's no exception to that rule. So all this here, this, like, look at my tank. While we can't see the biomass, that's how it has to be. Did I break this tank? I broke this tank. How did I break this tank? How did I break this tank? How? Where did I break the tank at? Where did I break the tank? How did I break the tank? Dagnabbit. Is this what did it? Did placing these break my tank? I'm gonna fix my tank, then I'll be back. Okay guys, I fixed the tank. Moral of the story: don't place tank walls next to another tank. It doesn't work at all. So all I had to do to fix that, by the way, if you ever encounter that issue, is you just break one of the blocks, like a window or something, and then you replace it. And as long as you don't have any other iron tank parts like a wall near it, it'll update it and it'll work again. Which means that everything now needs to be moved over one. I'm just happy that I discovered that, by the way, guys, now, rather than after everything was said and done and this tank was all built. So I'm going to actually place down our walls now that I know that stupid piece of crap can't be. Yeah. So yeah, I'm going to be right back. I'm going to go check, see how our plate bending machine is doing. Our rolling machine. I keep calling it the wrong name. How the rolling machine is doing. And hopefully we can get more of this done, because like I said, we are on kind of a time schedule because we have biofuel being produced, but this is actually eating up quite a bit of a biomass, which is good. So I'll be back in like 2 or 3 minutes. Oh my gosh. I'll be back in like 2 seconds. Hey guys, I'm back. I've done a little bit of work since we last saw each other. Got most of the tank done, just waiting on the walls, and gotta run the transport pipes to transport all of the fuel up to the actual thing. Okay, turn those on. Crap, didn't think this through. Let me up. There we are. I'm gonna leave this disconnected temporarily for 1 second, just until I can finish sealing off this tank. I just wanted to get my stills running again because they were shut off. Oh, come on. How close am I? Oh my gosh. So close. Don't have quite enough iron. I've gone through like 2 or 3 stacks so far. And I have more on the plate bending machine, but the stills just produce the liquid so fast that I can't keep up with the demand for space. Hopefully this is enough to finish it though. I'll just take this last one after it gets done, and I'll just shut this one off because I don't need it running anymore. Anyway, so yeah, all that's really changed since the last clip of video is I obviously have done a little bit of work, such as finishing hollowing out around the tank, and I've actually used up all my backup tank parts that I had from my last tank that I built, and the only one that I didn't have was the valves, because I don't like making valves because they take iron bars, so I only make them whenever I have to. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here we go. Last block now. What's wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Oh my gosh. Is it really that picky that if you have items inside of it, it's not going to connect? Of course it is. Of course that's what it was. Oh, come on. I just want to turn this thing on. Come on. Come on. There we go. Now this will begin to fill with biofuel, and then I can break this pipe here in just a second, and we will let this, I'll just break it now, and then if we let this drain out, I can then make use another wooden transport pipe and some of my old cobblestone waterproof pipe to move the biofuel from this tank into this line after the processing factory has used up more or all of this biofuel or biogas in the line. And I might even make more biogenerators, but I don't know if I actually need that much power right now. But since I'm not sure, we'll just wait a minute. And now if we look at our stills, yeah, they're both running, both doing well. Our tank is really close to being full though, so hopefully the stills can kind of take it over, do their thing. Now I'm not going to build the outlet system for this yet because the biomass still needs to be used up first. So yeah, but hopefully it'll use up the biomass pretty quickly. I worry about that one hooked up to the macerator and stuff, though. I'm worried that it won't do it well enough, if that makes any sense. And let's check up here. I'm almost thinking we need another crystal chest, but I'm not sure. I'm just going to put these in here because it can process them. There we go. Yeah. So sorry, that took up a good chunk of the time. I think that'll actually be all for this episode, because thinking back to how long it took me to do some of the steps required to build this iron tank, I didn't intend to make this episode all about the iron tank, but unfortunately it kind of got to that point. So I'm going to call it an end to this episode, but hopefully by next episode I'll probably hook this up off camera, since you should know how to take biomass out of how to rehook up a pipe using a different fuel. Anyway, yeah, that's all for this episode. Sorry it was kind of a boring one, I'll admit that. I think next episode we're going to go exploring, though, because I have kind of a project that I want to do, but it requires the right situation, or not situation, right area, and I'm not sure if I actually have found, and I need to go find the right area for the project. But that will be next episode, and I'm not going to tell you what the project is because it's going to be a surprise. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I hope that you have enjoyed, and goodbye.